comes up empty. That's strike two. And that's the strikeout looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Ildemaro Vargas. In the air, left field. Steer has a beat on it. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the second, and now for the Jays, George Springer.
Nope, ball one.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Marte throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's Josh Young. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay.
He's safe.
Kazuma Okamoto digs in now. Swing and a miss. 0-1. That one in there across the letters. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out. Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Foul ball there. The Blue Jays with a chance to score first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Steer checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Did not go. Got him. That is the inning. Back now in Toronto. And stepping in for the Astros, Drake Baldwin.
Well, these Astros definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now at the plate, Austin Martin.
Whoa.
Next pitch in for a strike. And a count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Up the middle. Steps on the bag for 1. And 2. Up play. Base is empty after the double play. Colson Montgomery up next for the Astros. And first offering is fouled off. Top of the third, no score. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Struck him out looking. Back here at Rogers Center, and now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
That's a ball.
Hit hard, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Brandon Lockridge now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Lopez, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Ball, low.
And a foul ball. Carroll hustling after it. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And there are 2 outs. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. He hit into a double play his first time up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back now in Toronto. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jake Myers.
No, that's a ball.
To third. Young tossed to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And next to hit for Houston, Miguel Vargas. That one fouled hard the other way. Vargas, 26 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Just off the inside edge. In the air to left center. Steer on the move. He can't get there. It's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
The 0-1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Ball.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
On the ground to second, might be 2. Good feed, that's 1. And their second double play of the day will end the 4th. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Jordan Westburg. First pitch just misses.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And that's downstairs. Ball 2. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
On the corner for a strike. And fouled off. The 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
just off
that's a
the
ball.
inside corner. And now it's 3-2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. They hold the runner at second, so another base hit could get us our first run in this one.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it.
This one could be trouble. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. Runner around third on his way to the plate. In to score from first. And they lead by 2. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Kazuma Okamoto will hit next. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes it's all
in the air, right field. Carroll under it. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. In to score from third. And they lead by 2. So up next, Alejandro Kirk. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And it gets by him. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
That's back-to-back singles. Just a really nice approach.
A.J. Blueball will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Lockridge in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Swings through that.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
On the ground, 2 ball. Vargas over to second. And that's quick work out of the pen. Back here at Rogers Center. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Ketel Marte. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
1 away.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll make it safely. That's a double. Now the third baseman, Ildemaro Vargas. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Throw to first in time. So next up for Houston, Drake Baldwin. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Swing and a pop-up. Dives, but it's foul. And the lefty with the 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ground ball. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Tommy.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Here's a 1-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Baldwin leads off first with 2 down to the inning. This one in the air, center field. Lockridge in position. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Otto Lopez. Montgomery sends it to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Not even close there, and that is ball 1. That one hit to right. Carroll moving under this one, and there are 2 down. Jordan Westburg next up for the Blue Jays, 1 for 2. And that one hammered. This looks like extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Oh, well. Deserved double on a great swing.
The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Braden Fisher.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Ball 1. Ball hot.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Man on second, 2 down. Base hit into center field. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Josh Young, the next to hit.
Ball 1.
1 run across in the frame so far. Last half of inning number 5. That's in there. That's strike 2. Carroll settles underneath it, and that will end the inning. Top of the 6th inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Colson Montgomery.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
On the ground, Clement over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. So the Houston lineup turns over. Jake Myers now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. The Jays leading by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
No.
Strike 2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 away now. And next to hit for Houston, Miguel. Here comes a pinch hitter for the Astros, Dominic Smith, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. That one to first, Okamoto. And that'll do it. Back now in Toronto, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto. That one catches the zone. That is strike two.
Ball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now the left fielder, Spencer Steer. And first offering is fouled off.
Whoa.
Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. So digging in, Alejandro Kirk.
Yeah. Ball.
Fastball for a strike. And a count 1-2. Steer leads off first with one away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Now he breaks his back. And the first baseman makes the catch. So up next for Toronto, Brandon Lockridge.
That's a ball.
And
Ball
that misses.
inside.
And a count now 2-0.
Strike one.
In the air, right field. Carroll under it. And that'll do it. Top of inning number 7. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. And that one fouled off. Oh, 1 now.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Nance, a 6'6" righty. He features a slider, a slurve, and he works in a sinker. Swings through that one.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Ball.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Back up the. Oh, that got him. Throw to first.
He's safe.
And now we'll have to check back on the righty. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
No, that's a ball.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
And the
That's
slider just misses. That's in there. And that's in for a strike. 3-2 now.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Out there to center. Lockridge under it. 1 down. One out man at first. So next up for Houston, Corbin Carroll. New pitcher now for the Jays, Bennett Sousa. Just missed. Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball. One now. Late that time, and it's strike two. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And stepping in for the Astros, Ildemaro Vargas.
Oh.
Alvarez off of first with two away.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
This one in the air, right field, way back there, and a foul ball. Hit in the air out to center field, and that is that. Back here at Rogers Center. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Otto. So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Sean Newcomb.
Sean Newcomb.
And there's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The 0-2.
No, that's a ball.
Montgomery tosses to first, and one away in the bottom of the seventh. Ernie Clement getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. That one blasted deep to right, carrying well. Just missed it. Jordan Westburg next up for the Blue Jays. That one ripped, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. What a stop to first, and they get the out. Ready to begin the 8th. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Drake Baldwin. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Good job to fight that one off. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Now here's Jake Bauer.
No, that's a ball.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Steer takes it in for the out. That's out number 2. And next to hit for Houston, Colson Montgomery.
Shortstop, Colson Montgomery.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
2 down, nobody on.
Well, I've noticed they've been pitching him hard inside, and the key is if you're going to make a mistake, you got to make it off the dish. If it leaks.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it. Back now in Toronto, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's George Springer.
Strike. Woo. the ball.
That one fouled hard the other way. And it gets by him.
All over that one right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Young now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
That's the ball.
Here's Marte for one. On to Smith. Two.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Okamoto in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And the 0-1. This one in the air right field. And that ends the inning. We go to the ninth. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jake Myers. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Jeff Hoffman. There comes a pinch hitter for the Astros, Jesus Sanchez. That clips the zone. 0-2 now.
Oh.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Dom Smith stands in. Center field. Lockridge settles underneath it, and there's two away. So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 3. That's hard hit on the line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. To second, but way too late. Safe there. So runner at second, 2 down. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte.
Oh.
The Blue Jays trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the ninth. On the ground, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.